Alrighty, here we are. About to load up some Cyberpunk. It took 16 years to get that dang Skyrim video done because I didn't set up all my characters' outfits like I usually do. 5 hours I was working on it. 5 dang hours. Hold up. I think I got messages on the Warcraft channel. Check those real quick while Cyberpunk is loading. What everybody's saying. Oh, this thing. That ain't even the longest I've done. It took me, the longest I've ever done for Skyrim was 6. And the longest I ever did for Cyberpunk was 7 hours. And it still did stuff afterwards. Ranged weapons. Yeah, right there. And boom. Okie dokie. My earbuds on. Who am I hopping on? I want to do some cars, but I want to add characters with the cars. So I'm thinking... I need to clean my desk. I'm thinking... Oh yeah. That happened with one of the episodes I did that's gonna be dropping soon. Dang, scenery crashed on me 3 times in a row. I had to rebuild it 3 times. Crap sucked. I want to do some cars, so I'm probably going to use Pinup V, but I want to try not to use any outfits that I was going to save for video. Yeah. I never saved her with her new hairstyle. Whoops. Yeah, right now. Probably still got silver teeth, too. That crap took forever. I had found some crazy mod that somebody made. They made a whole dang... I explained it yesterday, but it was kind of... I kept it kind of short, but I used that map, which will be... That'll be dropping next week. Should drop next week. I don't know. Somebody made a dang mod that's a whole fucking Korean town. The crap is crazy. So I did an episode with my 3 Asian characters, my Korean character, my Vietnamese character, and my Japanese character. I'm like, it's gonna be perfect. Okay, we got 1 person at home and we got 2 people visiting. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we gotta go to the... Cause I ain't save her hairstyle, and her silver teeth is probably back. Nah. I made sure I cleared them out this time, so if I do, I want to at least make sure that this stream is about 2 hours. So I'm gonna be kind of moving fast, because I don't like to do no 1 hour stream that's whack, so I want at least 2. So by about 7 we should be good. So I'm gonna try to hurry up without you know, of course, hurting quality. No spoilers this time. So I'm gonna try to do some Fallout. I have not done enough Fallout. I got so many armors, got so many guns, military outfits and stuff. I don't be doing enough Fallout photos these days. Mainly because you're kind of limited, but I would like to do some more. I would like to do a little bit more. I'm gonna try to move a little fast. We could do. Yesterday I stayed up way too dang late. Probably gonna goof around with some oh, matter of fact, let me see my board. Oop, got my pen. Or it's a marker. Let me get rid of, I just did this one right here, so let's go ahead and take that off the whiteboard. So I don't accidentally make the mistake of, well, couldn't possibly re-record the same thing. That wouldn't even make sense. Ooh, I'm grabbing, why's my controller here? Oh my goodness, why is it lagging so much? Oh. What's going on? Must have closed the game on max graphics last night. Here we go. There we go. Alrighty, I need to change her hair and her teeth. Go ahead, block the screen real quick. And let me get rid of that off the Cyberpunk because we recorded that already. Where is it at? There it is. Part 3 is completed and will be uploaded soon. That will be this Sunday coming up. Oh, I messed up. She got tribal tattoos on. God dog it. I knew I was supposed to turn something off. I just could not remember. And now I see. She got tribal tattoos on. We ain't I ain't doing no white character with tribal tattoos. Anytime I see dudes rocking tribal tattoos, it's like, you dang fool. You don't even know what you got on you. She is not supposed to have no tribal tattoos, man. I forgot what her hairstyle was. Let me see. Was it this? No, it wasn't that. Oh, no, that's not it. Ah, shoot, I don't even remember what hairstyle she had. It's one of these short hairstyles. Oh, this one. Okay, here we go. And let me change her teeth, and I'm gonna save the game. Yeah, this fool got silver teeth still. That was also an accident. I never meant to give the character silver teeth. Oh, she got orange blush on too. Oh goodness, I'm messing up. Oh, that was back before I fixed all that. See, I will sit there, clean the character up, fix them how they're supposed to be, but then forget to turn certain things off, and then I'll get back on the character, see the things, and it's like, oh shoot, and then I gotta get back off and then go back on. Back and forth and grip. Okay, there we go. Now everything is correct. We got a lot of old school whips. I want to do some pictures with some of these cars, but I want to add some characters to them too. So I'm gonna do the Plymouth. No, not Plymouth. Is that a Dodge? Shoot, one of those dang cars. I forget. One of those cars. I'm gonna do one of those old school cars. Does she got the money though? Let me see. You bought a car right now, actually. I want to do the Plymouth Super B. Then I'm going to hop on Indonesian V, and I'm going to do one of these JDM cars. And then, ooh, no, never mind. I'm going to do not enough street cred. God dog it. Guess we got to go out and shoot somebody. That's why I don't do these type of things with this character, man. I'm about to just max out all of my character's street cred. I got things I'm trying to do here, baby. Now I gotta run around and shoot something. Okay, I'm gonna block the screen off for just a little bit more. I need to save her real quick. And whenever I do that, the screen most definitely got to be blocked. Cyberpunk has a real glitch when you start adding too many mods to your character, where sometimes the clothing that they're wearing glitches out when you log back into them. So the only way to properly fix that is by just simply saving the character, or when you log out of the character, just have them naked. That way when you log back in, there will be no clothing mess ups or issues. But you gotta have quite a bit of mods. I got like 800 mods, so nearly 900, so that tends to happen. Activate. You get real close, and boom. Save. And that will go way down here, because I ain't saved this character in a minute any dang ways. Her motorcycle's going too. And boom, that's how you do that. Quick game. Gonna use... I got the shiny skin mod on too. That wouldn't even make sense. I'm messing up. I'm messing up out here. I don't even know what I'm gonna actually do on Fallout though. So I might end up... I mean, I got a couple of mods I have not downloaded yet, so... I'll see. I'll probably like build some backgrounds. Matter of fact, while I'm switching these mods over, let me see something real quick. I'm pretty sure... What the heck is that? I'm pretty sure somebody has some building mods where you can have like cleaner walls and stuff. But I don't remember what the heck that thing was called. Well, it's not that. That's the clothing. Because sometimes I'll be... There's more you could do on Fallout if you have the proper mods. You know what I'm saying? Problem is, I don't. In some characters, when I spawn stuff, the game just crashes. And I ain't got no real way to fix that, unfortunately. Go ahead and disable that. And tribal tattoos. Disable tribal tattoos. I ain't got no real way to fix that, you know, so I'll be trying to figure some things out, but I don't know. Let me see something real quick. What background sound did I put to this? I'll be making stuff and then I forget what I did with it because it was a little while ago. I forgot to add the new background too. Do you hear music when this is up? Or is that the mic? I think that's my dang mic. Let me see, let me record it. Okay, so there's no music. So that's my dang mic. Did the what's name come off? I think the dang, what's it called? The background, the sound protector or whatever the heck it's called, I think that came off somehow. My dang mic. Did the what's name come off? It's the mic. Really? So whenever I'm on this, the dang, the background protection sound thing comes off. So you're hearing the mic. It's not loud, but it's definitely there. So I'm like, I don't remember adding music to this. I used to have a background music playlist. I kind of forgot what I did with it, though. I need to make a new one. Background music for the stream. I got so many dang 60-minute long joints that I use in all of my videos. Speaking of music, FL Studio is open, which means I was making something last night but didn't finish it. I want to know what this sounds like real quick while we waiting for Cyberpunk to open back up. It's just one pattern though, that's it. So I didn't do much with it apparently. Hold on, can I connect FL to this real quick just so y'all can see it real quick? Oh, I can. There we go. What your boy be doing? I'll be making beats at night. Making music. Why is it lopsided like that? Oh well. Let's see. What? Okay, that's loud as fuck. Hold on, let me turn this down because it's gonna hurt y'all ears. Oh, this is that G-Funk joint I was working on. It's a little slow. That's a little slower than most G-Funk. Let me get that out. I just wanted to hear that real quick because I was working on that yesterday, but I never finished it. It was like 3 in the dang morning. I was like, man, I'm going to sleep. I wasn't even trying to be up that dang late. Dang, internet cut off on me. It didn't come back on until like a hour later. I was trying to edit some stuff. Late night editing, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. I'm still waiting. Let me speed this up a little bit. I feel like it's a little slow for a G-Funk beat. I was half awake when I made this, so that's probably why it's so dang slow. Turn that back down a little bit. Yeah, normally a G-Funk beat would be about this speed. I don't like that clap sound. It's ugly. This is not a beat stream, but here I am. I just had to hear it real quick. That sounds way better. Man, I had that sample for fucking years. It took so long to make something with that. I was gonna say she still got tribal tattoos. My fool self. That's how we saved her. Enter. Tattoos should be gone. Shiny skin should be gone now. I gotta think of what's a good simple pinup 1950s looking outfit, 1950s, 60s. I could play it the easy route. I'm pretty sure I have a couple of old school looking joints, but I kind of wanted to save that for pinup part 3. I got some heat for that. Boldly Emperor and the Lowly Haywood. I just watched Matrix. Forgot how young that dude was. I have indeed made Cyberpunk, not Cyberpunk music per se, but music because of Cyberpunk. It was a beat I made back in 2020 when this game had first dropped and I finally finished it. I had called it People Like V. And it was because the game, I don't know if you've ever fully played through this game, so I don't really want to spoil nothing. But when you play through this game, you kind of figure out that a lot of the peoples that you're working with, if you don't do the side missions, man, they don't give... Okay, so a lot of the people, they don't give a crap about V. If you do stuff with Judy, if you do stuff with Pan Am and all of them, they care about V. But if you don't do anything with any of them and you just play through the game pretty much raw, they do not give a crap about V. They see some little youngster who could probably get them to where they need to be, and they just use you throughout the entire game, including Johnny, the guy who's stuck in your character's head with the engram thing. They don't give a crap about V. Not one bit. You're just getting used throughout the entirety of the game. And at the time, this was like the first heavy-duty story game I had ever played. I'm like, yo, this game right here, this game go crazy. So then I made a beat called People Like V. And it's one of those, that was 5 years ago? 5 years ago now. It's one of those, it's one of them hit you in the feels type storylines, man. I was like, yeah, dog, I ain't know this was we was getting into. I thought I was just about to hop on and play a, you know, like any old regular story game. Nope. Not this game. I forget who made that outfit. I'm trying to find. I think it's this person. Ah, here we go. See these little strawberry joints. I was going to save this for the pinup part 3, but I might use it right now, actually, because if we're doing some old school, this is my pinup character, right? I always do pinup style on this character. This is what I'm talking about. Let me show y'all real quick. You know what I mean? It's a very old, it's a kind of old school style with that, with a old school car. I think that's what we might roll with here. She already got the red nails. Yeah, I think this is gonna be the one that we could put a bow on her head for that real 1950s, 60s pinup look. Let me see though. Let me see what we were working with. Oh, I still gotta get her dang. What's it called? I still gotta get her street cred up so I can actually buy the dang car. That is a beautiful old Mustang, so we're gonna add that for sure. I forgot who makes the nail polish and stuff. Believe it or not, though, your boy's been making beats for a very long time. You go over to my music channel, you'll see it. I've made well over 1,000 beats now. I've been making beats for years, since I was like 14, since I was 14. I still got a lot of those, my old beats too, from when I was a teenager. Yeah, when Jackie died, when I first was playing and Jackie died, I was very surprised. I was like, wow, okay. That friendship didn't last very long. But I persevered on. But at the time, because the game was brand new, I didn't know, I had no clue that doing the side stuff was important. So I kind of just kept it pushing. Then I had got the worst ending you can possibly get, and I was like, wow. I wasn't expecting to get, you know, hit in the feelings. That was the first time a game nearly made me tear up for a character. I'm like, man, how crap is that? Is how the game in? Okay. This is unfortunate. Let's go with that big Desert Eagle, because we gotta go out and smoke somebody real quick. Because my street cred isn't high enough. That dog. This is a very elegant and formal character. We ain't supposed to be going out here shooting people. Monochromatic. Oh shoot, I think I actually got that on Call of Duty. That's very familiar. I'm pretty sure this came from Modern Warfare 2022. Monochromatic. I'm pretty sure I have that on Modern Warfare 2022. I could be wrong, but I think I might actually have that. Big Desert Eagle. Perks. Effective range, aim, sway. I don't need all that. I just need to go out and get my skills up real quick. So I can buy a dang Mustang. I need to open up WeMod. Where's the mod menu? I am not about to do no hard grinding. Got on here. Pictures. Oops. Take her to a spot real quick. Let's see. Where's a war going on? Shoot, there's a few. Pull up to that one. That one's nice and far away. If I go anywhere here, I'm gonna have to teleport close by. I don't want to teleport close by. SWAT. I need to download some more military stuff. I have a ton, but you know, never hurts to have more. Never hurts to have more, and the person that makes the majority of them, I'm pretty sure he made some new stuff and I ain't download them yet. So, check that man's joint. See all the new stuff, check all the new stuff out. Alright. Who do I gotta shoot? Ooh. So, this Desert Eagle's in bad condition. I definitely don't have this. This Desert Eagle done seen some better days. Alright, where's the... I need the XP boost. The XP... Free cred multiplier. Okay, there we go. 4. Put that all the way to fucking max, baby. Oh. I think I did it too fast. It froze. Oh, it says 11.8. I need it max. I need 20. Or whatever the max is. I don't know. Cancel! Get on my face. 16 is max? Okay, there we go. Alright, who am I pulling up on? Who I gotta blast real quick? We gotta put this pistol in the face of. Big old heavy duty pistol. Dang, this Wii mod menu is... Oh my goodness, you almost ran me to... Park over. Dang, menu is making the game laggy. Big Desert Eagle. Big 50 AE. Payback for what? I don't know you. Oh, I ran out of ammo. I don't give a crap about that grenade. Right to the face. Get out my face, man. Alright, there we go. We got some street cred. I probably need a little bit more than that, though. I need 25. Where we at? 18. God, dog. This one close, right? Oh, no, this one's closer. I should have got her a rifle, not a dang pistol. Won't take too long to kill every dang thing with a pistol. Get a vehicle, something. Ain't getting no faster than a Ford GT, baby. Ain't right now, at least. Ooh, wait, look at that thing. We already did pictures with this some time ago. Those pictures came out absolutely spectacular. What's going on over here? Oh, shoot. Hey, more street cred. Big Desert Eagle, big smoker, hang. Oh, I missed. That big old forehead, dude. These non-driving fools. Or GT, baby. Okay, we had 20. I need 25 for that Mustang. I really wish people would stop putting street cred requirements on their modded vehicles. Like, come on, man, really? A modded vehicle. Working street cred requirements on a mod. Come on, man, really? Oh, I just shot a dang citizen. He stood up right in between my dang crosshairs. Listen. Come on, big man. Oh, Desert Eagle too big. Desert Eagle too big. My aim is poo. Desert Eagle got range on it, don't it? Who hacking me? That fool behind the wall. It'd be a lot easier if I wasn't lagging so much. Oh my goodness, my aim sucked. She said, are we playing hide and seek? Let me stop. Let me stop. Oh, snap, that's messed up. Straight buster, man. This Desert Eagle go crazy. Never mind, I was wrong. I'm like, dang, I need a rifle. No, this thing do the dang thing. Got police. Just call me Pooh for brains. Look here, lady. You were playing hide and seek? Let me stop. Oh snap, let me leave that person alone, man, because that's probably how the voice actor actually talks. Let me stop, man, let me stop, you know what I mean? Some people just can't help it. Robert Wilson. 23? Come on, man, give me the 25. Okay, I'm about to say, give me 25, son. Alright, here we go. Gotta pull up, we gotta go back to the crib. I don't know why I'm looking at the map like I can't teleport there myself. Fucking street cred requirements on custom cars, man. Really? Put that crap at 1. Doing 25. A custom vehicle. Turn Wiimote off. I no longer need it. Make sure I save this character this time so that she has all her stuff and I don't have to redo this for the second time. Technically, if I have to do it again, it'd be a third time. She ain't got her Plymouth Fury, which means I forgot to save a lot. I downloaded that Plymouth Fury like a month ago. There it is. Look at that. 1966. Absolutely beautiful car. Let's go ahead and pull up to the island. Can't stop thinking of that dang. Are we playing hide and seek? Man, shoot, dude. Let me leave people alone, man. Let me leave people alone. Where my car at? 19. Ooh, wee, that thing is clean. Oh snap, look at that little car, man. That is a beautiful little car. Goodness gracious, does it open though? Sick. There we go. See, I love when people do fully detailed mods. What's that? 289? A little small block? Yes, sir. There's a classic Ford small block right there. Alright. Well-made mods. I love a good well-made mod. Look at that dang thing. This thing get to sliding. Get a nasty drift real quick. This thing ain't got the most horsepower. Forgot it's a 66 with a 289. Ain't gonna be doing a whole lot of drifting. I'm on the wrong side. I don't know where. Oh, I'm on the grass side. I don't know where the heck I'm at it. This thing looks absolutely amazing. Wheels are a little thick though. Wheels were not that thick back in the day. Only way you was getting wheels this thick back in the day is if you was drag racing. And that was like top fuel at that time. On a normal car, wheels was not this thick. Not even close. They about half the size of this. Alright, let's make our little white room real quick. I can tell he didn't take this from Forza. Somebody made this themselves. This is clean. This ain't no Forza model right here. This is real deal. Holy, this thing is nice. Be a well-crafted mod, baby. Gotta give love to well-crafted mods, man. Head on over to Nexus, type in 1966 Ford Mustang. Okay, this thing is well made. This is definitely not a Forza model. If this was a Forza model, we wouldn't be able to open up the back or the front, and the interior would be a little whack looking. Don't get me wrong, I love Forza. Been playing that game since I was a dang kid. But them cars be well outdated in terms of modeling. A lot of them don't even have wheel wells. It's just fucking black abyssal and void in the dang wheel wells majority of the time. Calling me Kurt. Why do you give a crap about Kurt, dude? It's low enough. And boom. Now? Oh, that's fine. We know. Please. These walls up, and this is how I do my rooms for when I'm creating when I'm doing photos for my cars. You go all white, it gives the car the most pristine look possible. Even if the car is white, doesn't matter, it's an entire car, well, it's gonna show up regardless. The only downside is, okay, our character, you know, she's a bit pale, as you can see, so that might be where the struggle is. But it should be good. We should be good. We should be good. Should be, hopefully. We'll see. If not, then we'll just do the car. And we'll do her own photo set by herself. It should work though. I use white rooms all the time. I just don't know how well it's gonna work with her and the car. That's the problem. Usually when I do white rooms, I'm either just using the character or I'm using just the car. I made this way too dang wide. This car ain't that big. Not very big at all, actually. Squeeze these walls in a bit. Here we go. This is a fairly small vehicle. We don't need this much size. We ain't using a whole truck. So I wish people would make some more truck mods. We need more truck mods out here, man. Where's the trucks at, baby? I need Peterbilts, Kenworths, Max, Scanias, MAN trucks, Kamaz trucks. I need all the trucks, dude. Old Ford trucks, old Chevy trucks, old Dodge, like a Dodge Bighorn or something. Come on, man, where the trucks at? Alright, boom, there we go. Oh, forgot the roof. Always gotta have a roof. Otherwise, you get unwanted extra light within the room. The room needs to be completely blocked off. Here we go. What? Dang, I really made this dang big? I ain't never made the room that big. Okay, there we go. Now we park the car right in the center. They close the trunk and the hood real quick. I don't know why I ran past the hood to close the trunk. See, now cars like this, usually when I'm doing pictures on like Forza, I only ever do, like, whenever y'all see me do the photos of the week videos or the photos of the month, and you do see Forza and you only ever see 5 car pictures tops of each vehicle, that's because you can't open interiors and stuff on Forza. You ain't been able to do that pretty much ever, because most cars don't have interior. And when they do, you know, in photo mode, you can't open it up. But then when you see I do car photos on Cyberpunk, you notice that it's always 10, because I can actually open the car and show you more. There's only so much of the outside of a car I can show you. You know what I mean? If I've already done 5 photos of the outside of the car. You know, you get a wide range, wide view of every dang thing, unless you're going up to the, like, badges and stuff. With Forza, that's all you got. With these, the sheer quality that you get with Cyberpunk, I could show you, well, as long as the person makes it that way, I could show you a whole lot more. You know what I'm saying? And because this car has multiple open spots, we can do just that. I'm trying to figure out, I'm gonna have to do multiple parts of lights, because we need lighting for her and the car. Normally what I would do is I would place the character up on top of the roof. Boom, you're good to go. Since we want her a part of the photo, we can't really do that. Let's go ahead and get these doors open. Front, left. What? I just opened 4 doors on a car that's only got 2. What kind of crap is that? That might be an accidental mistake on their part. Car looks absolutely amazing though, so it's all good. Boom. And for the character, I mean, we'll just place her right up in front. Lock the screen real quick, just in case. So you always gotta make that happen. Sometimes character might pop up and the clothing you gave them might not be there. Happens all the time. Happens all the dang time. And also the beauty of the white room too is you don't have to use depth of field. You can see just the car just fine. You don't need no depth of fields or nothing. Although we gotta reduce the ground a little bit because it's not only clipping through her feet, and it's clipping through the tires of the car over the ground just a tiny bit of glue. Not too much. Now see, with this, all I gotta do is add 2 gargantuan lamps. She's already gonna have her smaller lamps. We might not even actually have to do that. 2 big old lamps will get her in the car just fine. If I do it correctly, of course. Reduce that just a tiny bit, just a itsy bitsy amount. It's not moving. Oh, that's the roof. Whoops. Moving the roof. Just a tiny bit, just a tiny bit. There we go. Oh. I can see concrete back there. Oh, goodness. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm messing up. Hold on. Let me put that to 905. That should be enough. Oh, nope. It's the dang same. Okay, that just might be how the car sit. That's fine. You know, see, I guess it looks kind of like the air in the wheels too. Alright, let's go ahead and reduce all this light so the car looks nice and sharp, and so that she nice and sharp as well. Which means we gotta go all the way down to 100. White room is done bright. 150 should do. Should do be? Yeah, that looks clean. That looks clean. Now, let us spawn the light systems. I'm gonna do 4 large entropy lights. Just make them real nice and bright, but we're gonna get kind of a cream color to them. So the car's color can stand out just a little bit, so that she doesn't look too ghostly. That gives you that nice old school cream color, you know what I'm saying? Get out the way. That should be good. Turn that down. Oops. And one down too. Boom. See, it gives us a more of a cream-like color versus a pale white color, a cool color. Cool whites are good if you're looking to make it, if you're looking to show people how frosty something is, that's when you want to use cool light. If you're trying to give it that nostalgic theme, and in most cases, you want to go with a warm light. See, if you're going frosty, like let me show y'all. Now, see, if we put it at a regular white light, as you can see, it's much more pale. Wait, hold on, let me get rid of that, I'm seeing some fog here. Ooh, shoot, that looks a whole lot better. See, that's why I don't use volumetric fog. Volumetric fog sucks. But, so now you see it's got its regular white look. Now, if we reverse it, we put red to about 220. Right? And then you put green at about 140. Green is always going to be the color you barely touch unless you really need it. Now, see how much more frosty it looks? You know what I'm saying? But then if you reverse it, oh, actually, we could keep the green right where it was. Put the green at the 140 or 240. Put the blue at 220. And then put the red up. And boom. It gives you a much warmer, far more nostalgic look. Which, when you're doing, like, dang near anything, honestly, that isn't cold, you always want the warm look over the frosty look. Okay, I think we might have to back these lights up a little bit. These are a little too close. We don't have 4 of them. We need them this close. Lighting is always important. And making sure you got the right lighting for the right occasions. In this case, that would be wanting warm light for a warm theme, like some old school style pinup. Especially for a character who is, she's a pale character, so you don't want the light absolutely blaring her skin tone out. She barely got skin tone, so if you do too much light, then she really not gonna have much skin tone. You feel what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? Let's move other lights to that side of the car. Actually, I'm messing up. Number 1 should be here. Number 2 should be here. Number 3 should be... Actually, let me spawn them back in so I can see what I'm doing here. I can't actually see the lights where I'm placing them. Kind of close them off too early. There's another thing you gotta make sure you're doing too, is make sure all your lights is in the proper position. This goes for real life too, you know. This ain't just for Cyberpunk. So boom, right? We have 4 lights. 2 of the 4 should be in front of the car and the character. Okay. That's number 1. 1 should be on the left, because it's the first. Number 2 should be on the right. We ain't got it on the right. I'm messing up. Where is it? There we go. Number 2 should be on the right. Number 3 should be behind the car on the back end on the left. Number 4 should be behind the car as well on the right end. That way you can see all 4 corners of the whip. And as you can see, the lighting on her is pretty decent too. Now, because we're mainly focused on the car, we can only get so much light on her. But at the same time, like I said, with her skin tone, you don't really want too much light on her anyways. So boom, you go ahead and hide those. Get to work pretty much. Another thing I like to do too for cars is I like to lift the lights up, because sometimes they're a little too low. See how much light is on the ground? Come on over here. Just lift them up a little bit. It shouldn't affect her too much, and if it does, we can always just add a 5th light that'll be highlighting for her, if necessary. In this instance, bring down the light just a little bit. Then we can add, a 5th light for the character. Something way lower, you know, you ain't gonna see it as much. Or actually, no, we kind of can't, never mind. I can, but then I'm gonna have to control it completely separately. I mean, I could, but kind of mostly about the car. I want to make sure the car is really shining, so pull that down just a tiny bit. I mean, she looked great. You could see her easily. We need focus on the whip. As you can see, is looking mighty fine. And if you just need to, because we're not really on the back end of the car, you can use the lights for the front. Like, see, if we want that interior to shine through the backside, it works perfectly there. I mean, the car dang near look real. And then we could take this light, move it more toward the back, so you can see even more of that said vehicle. But for this light, we don't want all this extra shadow near the door. For number 2, we're going to take this light, and we're going to move it more onto her. Alright, actually, let me move it to this side so we can see it. So then, boom, not only does it reduce, it takes away even more of the shadow on the door, removes a bit more of the shadow on her. Lower it a little bit too. We can lower it back to normal actually, and boom. Very little shadow there. You can see the interior of the car just as well. You can see her well too. A lot that goes into this little stuff, you know what I'm saying? Little stuff right here, you know? If you want to make sure your crap is at peak quality, you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta put it all in. You gotta put all that quality in. Go ahead and get her in a little pose real quick. And realistically, because we're not even using depth of field, we could just move her closer to the camera if we wanted to. I think she's fine where she is. Let's do just a basic smile for her. Just a simple smile, you know. Just happy to be there type of smile. Go nice and low so you can see the undercarriage of the car. Get a little bit more view of her as well. Boom. You want to spruce it up by hitting a little spin on the camera. You can get even closer to the car. Now those angles of the car you can fit just a little bit more in. Boom, folks, right there you have an absolutely stunning little Mustang piece with a little Barbie to match too. Come on, man. Back in the day, you know what I mean, your boy, I had to do crap with a fucking busted unknown ZTE phone. You know what a ZTE is? A piece of dang garbage, just an Obama phone essentially. And I mean, I learned on that thing before I got me an actual camera. A piece of dang garbage of a phone, but it did the job, and that's what was most important. Sometimes some things just ain't good, but you got to do what you got to do in order to, you know, get where you need to get. In that case, a ZTE phone is what did it. A dang Obama phone. As Trump said, Obama. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta learn how you gotta learn. Learned all this on a dang ZTE. Before I got me an actual camera. Let's go ahead and spin her this direction. Because she's not fully looking up at the camera no more. Now see, in this instance, right, now we have her turned. You can see there's a whole bunch of shadow on the inner leg. There's a whole bunch of shadow on the inside of the car. Some shadow on the hood. We don't want to see that. So we can't really see the interior as much. So, you know, at this point, you're really just spinning the lights around to make sure everything is where it needs to be. Now, right now, because we don't need to see her quite as much, let's go ahead and put that in the middle. We can make sure that everything is going to be where it needs to be in the front. So we max out 180 to this side. We're going to flip. This is the one thing too with car photos. Usually when I'm doing stuff with the cars, having lights in specific positions isn't as important as it is with the characters. So you could really move your lights wherever is most helpful when it comes to vehicles. See, like now, because we're up high, we kind of want to be able to show off that front wheel just a little bit more. And then for this part, we can move it up a little bit more. Okay, see how there's no shadow in the car? There's no shadow on her leg anymore. I mean, it's really just about highlighting the perfection of whatever it is you're showing off in the photo. Move that about there. Boom. Now the back end of the car is got highlight. The trunk is less highlighted because we don't really care too much about the trunk. I mean, it's open for a reason, but you know, it's not the subject, you know, it's just a trunk. Only trunk we should be worried about, as people like to say in the modern day, is right there. Oh shoot, y'all can't even see my mouse. The fuck? I just realized that. Whoops. I'm sitting here and pointing at stuff, and I just realized this whole I don't need a weather report. I know it's hot as fuck. And boom. Mustang in action. Let me back this up just a little bit. Wow, there you go. Clean. Beautiful. I mean, that's what your boy does. Especially when it comes to cars. You gotta do that with cars. If you don't, the car can look either bland or just not interesting. Problem is, this is a very interesting car. You want to show it off best as possible. Let's move around the front. Get that 289. Little small block V8. Boom, we here now. I don't know how well the lights will affect her though, with us being way out here now though. I like the angle we're working with, so I'm gonna get a little close. Now see the car is oblong, so we gotta spin it. And boom. About 10 degrees should do the thing. Move that in. We'll put her in front of the car door, because that is the position that would make the most sense for her to be. You pop that joint open. And I don't even know what pose we're gonna put her in. Her closer real quick. Take too long. Push her that way. Ah, yeah, it should be good. There's another reason too, though. If you're gonna add a character to your car photos, make sure you're using a. The big lights are always the best, because if you use little lights, it's gonna make things way harder than it needs to be. Way harder. Because now you have to attempt to match the character, or the character's light setup, to a whole car. Cars are quite a bit bigger than people, so makes things way harder than they need to be if you do it that way. It's possible. I've done it in the past. It just made things way harder. But that's because I ain't know no better at the time. I ain't know no better. I'm like, okay, this seems like the way that'll work. And it did a little bit, but man, it was rough. Okay, I need a new way to do this. What kind of CD pose is this? Might actually be able to make her sit on the car, actually. Oh yeah, she fit. Oh, never mind. She's not on the car at all. I thought she was. That depth of perception is a little off. Move her. She should be able to fit right there. V ain't a very large character. Even though this ain't a very big car, V ain't a large character. So, we usually sit them in nice, easy positions too. Right there. Perfect. And as you can see, with her up there, the light is still hitting her just fine. But it's also mainly still focused on the car. Move that right back up though. I want to see a little bit of the engine. We'll bring it down some in a little bit to show off the Mustang, the badges, and the legs. When you're doing stuff with the car and the character though, the reason why I like to use the big lights is because at that point, if you're adding a character, you need to be able to focus on the character too. Character becomes just as important. Depth of field works with that too. So if you want to cancel out the background, like we're using a white room, so I don't really have to cancel out the background. But if I just wanted to, depth of field is pretty important too. So you go high, depending on the focal length, of course. You know what I'm saying? For at this point, we would want to do something like 7. Just base 7, because as you can see, we can see the car, the slight parts are blurred out. And for vehicles, I typically do 30, especially when you're doing white vehicles. White vehicles, when you're using depth of field on white vehicles in Cyberpunk, I almost say Skyrim, the edges tend to blur out real bad. That's for white clothing too. So I tend to do about 30. As you just saw, and boom, because of that, the setup is beautiful, you know what I'm saying? The setup is beautiful. Actually, it's not beautiful. I messed up. I didn't adjust any of the lights. We ain't got no light on the back side, no light on the interior, properly at least. Oh, let me delete that. I messed up. Also busy teaching and crap like that. I forgot to put... I don't even got the dang folder open to make sure what I'm doing is good. These photos could be straight poo right now. Nah, they clean. They clean. I just forgot to set the lights up for that one. Get that out of here real quick. I don't think we're going to need depth of field, though, for this one. That's why I always use the white room. If I'm using other colors, then depth of field is important. Let me see. Actually, let me test that out real quick. Let me make sure I'm not lying to myself here. It's out of the way real quick. I usually put it right there in the middle. So we need light for the back side of the car. Oop, I'm going the wrong way. We'll do light for the front, because we are at the front, so that's most important right now. And we need... Oh, I'm going the wrong way. We need some extra light for the back end. Because we're here, we want to do... I'm going to do dual lights for the back end. And see the sheer difference, how much more dramatic the car looks when you switch the lights to where it's important. And now we get less on the less distraction on the inside of the car. And number 4, move that more toward the back end, get that little bit of shine there so you can really see the shine of the car. And then let's lift it up a bit so that you get even less shadow on the inside. We can see our character real nice. And boom. Now let me test that out with the depth of... Yeah, actually, you know what? For this one, depth of field is going to be important. We can see too much of the borders of the back. We don't really want to see the borders on the back end. We don't care about the borders on the back side of the map. That's kind of ugly. Kind of avoid that. When you're up at this angle, at least, you don't want to see that as much. If you're at a lower angle, then you don't really care too much because you're not going to really see much of that. Which is 2 here, because I want to get a little closer to the engine. Okay, turn the auto blur off. Actually, I don't even know why I put that on. I don't really need that. You're at a good distance. And kinda, the back is a little blurry. See, now this is why I would do 10 images where I normally can't on like Forza or something. Because on Forza, I can't get this close to the engine. At all, actually. Unless you're using their little photo studio mode. Which, kind of stinks because there's barely any dang space. There's barely any space. So typically when I'm doing car photos, I like to be as close to the car as possible. Because then, you know, it makes it look even more realistic. When you, like I said in one of the other streams, when you're doing photos with vehicles, or any dang thing, when you're doing virtual photography, it's all about making it look as real as possible. The more real you can make it look, the more love people give. Because then they're like, oh, shoot, I thought this was real. Like, nope, it is not real. And they give you more love. If you don't make it look as real as possible, well, then it's like, what's the point? Only time I don't really worry too much about making it look as real as possible when it's games that are like Skyrim, Fallout, because they just naturally have lower quality. That just is what it is. So when it comes to games like that, it's about making it look as good as possible. When it comes to Cyberpunk, I'm all about making it look as real as possible because Cyberpunk's graphics are fucking untouchable. Okay? Cyberpunk's graphics are next level. I'll be trying to make crap look as real as possible. Or the Mustang, the badges. If I get closer, people usually get real nice and close to the badge. I mean, you kind of already see it, though. The Mustang. Such a dang gorgeous car, man. These little things right here. Like how we was talking about expensive cars last night. Now, these little things. These have a reason. Like I said yesterday. Muscle cars have a reason to be expensive. Real metals. Some of them are stupid rare. There's certain options that you just can't get because only like 20 people made them. That's why some of these dang cars be worth like 200,000 and crap. Ultra rare engine types, ultra rare combinations. Plus these are some dang good looking cars. Now for this, since we kind of low, I kind of want to keep her in that pose. Just because it's kind of nice. I mean, we still got 10 more to go. Hopefully the other cars I want to use, they got opening trunks and stuff. Because if they do, we could do another immaculate 10 of another great looking car. Don't matter what it is, honestly. We're gonna head on a Indonesian V because I got a lot of JDM cars. I want to use. Every time I do JDM cars, I always use her. She just fits that perfect Y2K Fast and Furious look. Get a little bit of lighting back there. And we're gonna gotta lower it a little bit more to reduce some of the shadow that she's pulling. I want to light up the back end a little bit more, but for some reason it's not really lighting up the back side of the car that much. The front side looks perfect. I mean, it's still pretty dang clean though. Get that depth of field on there. Clean up the back side of the car a little bit, as well as the front. I think I have the lights too dang low. I think that's what the problem is. I mean, she's sitting on the car, so you could it'll never be like truly perfect. Yeah, I got the lights too low. That's what I think it is. You're always gonna see shadow. I mean, that's something you deal with in real life. Someone is like right in front of the lights in the car. That's just naturally gonna happen. Sometimes you don't want to overdo it. As long as the car looks good and as long as the character looks good, you're good. Sometimes you might accidentally overdo it, trying to overly correct stuff. It's like, you know, with the shape of the car plus the character, certain shadows are just bound to pop up. That's just how things work. What I'm not understanding that much, though, is why isn't the back end of the car lighting up all that much? Where do I have these at? It's right there. Let me just scoot it in a little bit more then. There we go. Now, there we go. Now we clear. Sometimes you can't accidentally overdo it. You might think something ain't like as clean as you might want it to be, but it looks fine. It looks perfectly. Can't clean up every shadow. That is a perfectly normal portion of life. Put that joint right there. That is how y'all get straight cleanliness. Straight cleanliness. Making sure the jump is dumb clean. You can't see the badge that well though. Might have put too much light on the badge. It's a little chromy. A little chromy. Now, let's go ahead. We got a lot of the outside. Let's do a little bit on the inside. There's a lot of great interior that needs to be looked at. Now we're going to go ahead and take our character here. We're going to move her to the side of the car. But we're not going to move her in the car yet because I want to see just the interior. Let's see. What's a good on-ground pose for her to like be at the car but not quite in the car yet. We don't want her in the car yet. See here, let me see here. That's a great pose, but that ain't what I'm looking for. That might work. Let's go ahead and move her back. Back into original position. See, with the interior, this is why you ain't really in all the photos of the week videos I've been doing every Friday. You know what I mean? This is why you ain't really been seeing any Forza. Because, I mean, what can I say? Cyberpunk is just superior. And I know some people be like, what? Nothing beats Forza. Or maybe you're a Gran Turismo fan. But the truth is, after all these years, Microsoft really, them graphics ain't really changed much. Turn 10 ain't really, you know, they're great. Don't get me wrong. I've done some absolutely gorgeous photos on Forza. But they don't come close to this. Not even a freaking little bit. You can easily, it's a lot of work to make a Forza car photo look real. It's not nearly as much work. I mean, it's work because if you don't got the proper setup, then you know it's just not gonna come out properly. But let's say you got the proper setup, like I got. I've been doing this for a hot minute, so my setup is nice now. Those are not the poses I'm looking for. I need something to make it look like she's sitting at the side of the car for the meantime. Goodness. Not what I was looking for. Great pose, but that ain't what I was looking for. That might work. Just kind of want to see her somewhat at the side of the car. She's going to be somewhat in the way, but on purpose. That might do the job there. Say about Out there. Because we want to see the interior, but at the same time, she's there for a reason, okay? Let me try a different one, though. That one's, her angles are bad. That'd be bad spinal movement right there. But you gotta do a lot just to get cars to look real on Forza. I've been doing Forza photos for years. And like I said, don't get me wrong, Forza's fucking great. It's one of the best. Yet it is honestly, if you don't have Cyberpunk and you want to do car photos, or you're not a fan of downloading mods on your Cyberpunk, Forza is the way. Don't get me wrong. But, okay, the truth is, Cyberpunk is just ruling them all. The game just looks too dang good. Characters look amazing. And any vehicle mods that people are making, they're making them amazing. I don't know what I'm looking for, honestly. Well, I mean, I kind of do, but I ain't found it yet. What is this pose? What is she doing? I don't know what the heck she's doing. Like some kind of strange karate pose of sorts. I don't know. You know what? Actually, having her there wouldn't be that bad. Because we get to see the interior and you get to see the character at the same time. Great looking character. Let's go ahead, scale that right about... Actually, no, let me go about here because I want to see more of the dash and the steering wheel. You just kind of have her sitting there too. Alright, but don't, like I said, Forza's great. There's so many car options. That's the one thing I still got to give love to Forza because that's what it's meant for. So it has all the car options you could possibly need and want. You know what I'm saying? Let me turn the depth of field off because we can't see the back. I want to see the whole interior. But, you know, it just ain't Cyberpunk. You know? It's not even freaking GTA Enhanced. GTA Enhanced graphics, when you get the NVE mod, holy crap, them graphics. Man, you could have GTA 6 before GTA 6 even come out. That's how good those NVE graphics are. That's what I use on my GTA. So if you ever seen any of my GTA photos, it's like, how the fuck he got them so dang clean? NVE, Natural Vision Enhanced, I think it's called. Get that. If you got GTA Enhanced, get that joint, man. Get that mod immediately. That crap is beautiful. So well done. You know what I'm saying? That's how my GTA photos been looking so dang amazing. Is that mod. Oh, let me move her forward. She's clipping into the door frame. You know what I'm saying? Forza's great, man. But it's just... times done changed. There's better options. And if you get all the Cyberpunk car mods that everybody and their mama making, oh man. I would say the only thing you'll be missing is the car customization, of course. You can't really customize cars here on Cyberpunk. But if you don't give a crap about customizing cars and you mainly want to do photos with base stock vehicles, Cyberpunk all the dang day, man. Cyberpunk got it by a mile. It's just too good out here. It's just too sweet. You know what I'm saying? The graphics is too good. And if your computer can't handle Cyberpunk with all these... I don't even have that many graphic mods. That's the crazy part. I really don't have that many graphic mods. And the game is just immaculate. Let me back this up to that... what was it? The seating pose? Put her in the car. Let me back up a little real quick. We're a little too close. We're in the danger zone. Put her in the car. I forgot what pose that was, though. You know what I mean? If you maybe, or shoot, you could do both. I do both GTA and Cyberpunk. I do majority Cyberpunk because, like I said, Cyberpunk is just untouchable in the graphics department right now. It probably will be for a very long time because, I mean, it's been 5 years now and this game's still going on. This game's been beautiful since it first came out. You know, you had the issues of when it first released, but shoot, as a PC player, I didn't have very many of those issues. That was a console player issue. Bad graphics and game crashes and stuff like that. I ain't have that issue on PC. My computer at the time wasn't even nothing special. I mean, shoot, the computer I'm on now ain't even really nothing special. It's good, like, don't get me wrong. It's a decent computer, but it's not like the greatest thing of all time. I ain't on no dang super computer and crap. Shoot, if that was the case, I'd be in path tracing instead of ray tracing. You know, my computer's decent. And you get to do some crap on this game, man. Why you don't see very much Forza stuff from your boy. You know, I be wanting to, but then I get on and it's like, dang. I have this car mod on on Cyberpunk. I should just do this on Cyberpunk. Well, there's Forza out of business again, you know. It's just I've been doing Forza for so dang long. I know what it can and can't do. And well, a lot of that is what Cyberpunk can do. That's the issue, unfortunately, with good old Forza. It ain't on the same level. Has it been around for a long time? Oh yeah, definitely. I just realized how big the steering wheel is in this car. This car is not big enough to need a steering wheel like that. These Mustangs are not that big in real life, nor are they that heavy. Her arm is indeed fitting in the steering wheel. That's how big the steering wheel is. I thought it was clipping. It is not. It is actually in the wheel. Well, shoot, I use it then. I thought it was clipping. It ain't clipping. It's perfectly fine. I'll tell you what is clipping. Her leg, which means it probably will start clipping. Move her to the side here. I was kind of trying to make it look like she was leaning up against the steering wheel, but I also didn't realize how big it was. Oh yeah, see, now it's clipping. You know what I'm saying? These some big cars, but that wheel a little too big. I mean, actually, no, I said that incorrectly. These cars aren't big. These old school Mustangs, these are little. I don't even know how many of these actually weigh over 3,000 pounds. I don't think, what is this, a 66? Let's look it up real quick. Let me see real quick. 1966 Ford Mustang. Curb weight. I put curb weight. Yeah, I'm gonna say there's no way these are over 3,000 pounds. The heaviest is the convertible, which makes sense because they gotta put more reinforcements. But most of these, but it's like 3,000 flat. It's barely over 3,000. The Bel Air is heavier than these. And that car ain't even that heavy. Big car, but it ain't heavy. The Bel Air is the exact opposite of this car. This car is not big and not heavy. The Bel Air is big, somehow not heavy. I guess I can't say somehow not heavy. It's a fairly old car, so it wasn't like a ton in it. That's why you see so many dang people mod Bel Airs though. Lightweight, you'll fit a massive engine in that dang thing. Is that a phone pose? She ain't got a phone in her hand though. All that is. She would have actually fit with that one. I want to do something, you know what I mean? A little fancy seated pose so she could sit down in the car, but I don't know what. Got a lot to choose from. Got a lot to choose from. That's too long. V ain't tall, but that's just too much length. This car ain't wide enough for that. Maybe that. Where's her other hand at? Very uncomfortable looking pose. See, I don't want, we still gotta focus on the car. All these poses are too focused on her. I mean, obviously she'd look great, so it wouldn't hurt to focus on her every now and then. This is still about the car. That might work though. You see? We spin her in the right direction. Say right about there. Lift her up high enough. Where's that back hand at? That's the question. If that back hand is floating, oh, I got stuck on the outside of the dang car. That back hand is floating, it ain't gonna work. Okay, it's almost on the seat, so we gotta steer her just a little bit more. Right there. Lift her up a little bit. Lean her to the side so it looks realistic. Obviously, if you're sitting in some old school bucket seats, you're not gonna be just sitting straight up. Right about there. And then we're back. Oh, move her back some. That should work. Or nothing else is clipping. Get a little far back, but it should work. And then lean her to the side some more. Needs to lean mostly forward. Gotta make sure her head ain't clipping through the dang roof. This car ain't big enough for the pose that we trying to put her in, but I've seen it. Possible. We just gotta make it work. Just gotta make it work, that's all. A little bit. It is floating quite a bit. And moving forward just a little bit. That's like these little Mustangs too. You see a lot of people mod these little Mustangs too, because these little 289 small blocks is pretty healthy. Pretty healthy engines. Change her face because she's been having the same smile for just a little too long. Pretty healthy little engines, so you see a lot of people use them and modify them in these old school little Mustangs because they're good, healthy little engines that you can make quite powerful. If you know what you're doing, of course. I wouldn't be able to pull that off, not at this moment in time. Not till I learn some crap. But if you know what you're doing, if you're some old dude who been modding cars for the fucking longest, ain't gonna be nothing for you to put some serious power in a little car like this. A little great looking car too. Like about there. Where's that one? That's at the back. Let me move this one to the forefront so get rid of more of that shadow. This one we shall place about there. You know what I'm saying? If you know what you're doing though, the little engines can be quite nasty. Well, 289s, that's like a Chevy's 289. Bulletproof little engines, man. You can put some serious power in them little bitty things. Take her back outside the car. We don't got no backside of the car. Gotta get some backside of the car. Did I do any front? Did I do the front directly? I don't think I did the front of the car directly. She's the addition, but this is mostly about the car. Okay. You know what I mean? I didn't mean to do that. I backed out all the way. Hold on. Now I gotta reset everything, dude. Shoot. I ain't mean to do that. I backed up one too many times. I wasn't even supposed to hit that actually. What am I talking about? That's to pull you completely out of photo mode. Oh crap. Well, luckily it's just a white room, so we didn't mess up too much. But at the same time we did mess up. Well, I mean, we need the backside of the car anyways. We ain't got no pictures of the backside. So we're going to do 2 of the backside and then 1 directly of the front of the car. I had this at 50 before. Okay, oh, never mind. Here, there we go. Alright, now let's get the complete backside here. Alright there, perfectly. And obviously, you know, if you're going to get the backside of the car, you gotta get the backside of the character too, okay? Simple. You hear old dudes compare it all the time. I personally don't really understand it all that much because the backside of a car is not the same backside of a woman, but hey, you know, to each their own. I don't judge. I just create. You feel what I'm saying? Let me go. Let's see here. Go with everybody's favorite pose. Scoot her right on into the photo. I think we're a little close so we can't see her face. Look at the size of the back tires. Those is incorrect. You ain't gonna see wheels that big on no old school car. Unless that thing got some power in it. Turn her just a little bit. I'm gonna say right about there should be good. Her away because she's clashing into the door or the side of the panel, and boom, back up a little bit, lower a little bit, make sure that she's fully in the photo and make sure that the car is fully in the photo as well. Boom, turn that depth of field on. You know what, I probably should back out. Let me yeah, you know what, let me close up the car. We had it open for all the photos. Close this joint up real quick. Close it up. Heating it up. Close the doors too. We don't want the doors open the entire set, you know. Kind of just want them open for like half of it and then close it for the rest of the half. Close it up for the rest of the half, you know. For some neatness. You can see how actually dang bright it is too, where I'm actually running this. The amount of light that I'm bringing down, because if we don't, the car will do fine. Cars always do fine with an absurd amount of exposure. Of course, you want to reduce it to make it look proper, But, you know, it is not as big of an issue to have the car this bright as it is the character. Once your character gets to a certain brightness and skin tone, they don't take light too well. They don't take light too well. The easiest characters to do photos with in Cyberpunk is always dark tone characters. Darker tone characters are always dumb easy. If you accidentally have your light too bright, you won't really be able to tell because they accept the light much easier. As we're with paler tone characters, you know what I mean? They don't accept the light nearly as easy. You always got to make sure it's at a proper amount, otherwise you won't be able to see your character. You ain't gonna really be able to see your character too well. Let me see, let's go back to the pose we was using. Where's that at? There we go. Everybody's favorite pose. Spin her back. Now we got the car closed up so it looks a little cleaner now. I used to do that a lot on accident back in the day when I was doing my car photos or on Cyberpunk, because I would have the doors and stuff open too long. And it just kind of, not per se ruin it, but it's like at some point the doors got to be closed so you can really see the sleekness of the vehicle. I mean, you don't want them open at all times. You got to be able to see the sleekness at some point. Especially a little old Mustang like this. Very sleek, slim, lightweight, little powerful sports car, pony car from back in the 60s. This is 66 specifically for the folks who just now coming in. Put that right there, you can see the back end of the car perfectly. For that one, we'll put it on the side. Or no, we gotta move it to this side. And highlight her as well, right about there. Still want a little bit of light at the front end of the car too. You don't want all the light at the back. We'll spin this one. Actually, matter of fact, because I still got one more light to go. You put this one more here. And this last light. With that, we'll keep that up at the front. Like I said, you don't always want to worry about what the shadows on the character and the car is looking like too much, because that's just natural. It's going to happen. You got a bunch of lights and stuff. You're going to see some form of shadow. I mean, you can't make it completely shadowless, or then it'll start to look a little unrealistic. It's like, okay, where the shadows at? How is it that, you know, the car is just look a little too clean? You're always striving to make your virtual stuff look as real as your real stuff, you know? That's what I do, at least. Tilt that to match that back tire there. Have her look at the camera. And with a smile. I don't really use that smile too much because it's not like a regular smile. You need like a good model smile. I always use that one. Although I got like a million others I could use, but I'll be forgetting sometimes. Switch that over to clear up the cars just a little bit more. Blur out the front a little bit. And boom. You know what I'm saying? That right there is crystal clean. What was it? Oh, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna be right back. Be right back real quick. Okie dokie, folks. I'm gonna have to leave soon, but I'm gonna try to get these one more done. I wanted to get 2 hours in, but I don't think we're gonna make it. I don't think we're gonna make it. I gotta go soon. It is 6:37. Oh shoot, yeah, I'm way beyond time. I was gonna try to see if I could last till 7. It is 6 o'clock though. I gotta go soon. I was up way too dang late last night. Woke up tired as fuck, boy. Alright, let's see. We got... I wanted 2 for the backside, so let's make her... sit on the trunk, maybe? I don't know how much of the back, just the back, you could catch. Oh, you know what? I know what to do. We did not do a direct side profile. I always do a direct side profile. As great as she looks, we're gonna go ahead and get her out of here for this one. We want to see just the car. We want to see just the car for this one. Direct side profile real quick. Sometimes you gotta catch the car on its own, you know? After all, this is mainly about the car. Bring the light down some so we can get the shadows out of the interior. I keep moving my mouse and I keep forgetting y'all can't actually see my mouse. Put that about right there. Let's do a little bit more light toward the back. We ain't got enough light toward the back. That one we'll put right about there at the wheel. Let the wheel shine. And this one right about there. Actually, let's lift up a little bit so I can see more of the car. I'll say right about there. And boom! Look at that. And all of these come out pristine, baby. You gotta be. Can't be nothing less than pristine. And for the last one, let's make our way back to the front because that's the longest part of the car. Let's bring our character back so she can sit right up on the hood. Lovely car, lovely character. Boom, you gotta do both, you know what I mean? You gotta do both. Or you could do one or the other. The reason why I want to do both, though, is because I wanted to save this outfit for another pinup session I was going to do. So I don't want to make her be too much of the main focus. I don't want you to directly see what she's wearing. I want to save it for when we do the photo session. And you get to actually see the outfit. You get to fully see the fit, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of saving it. That's why we're not really making her too much of the main. I mean, it was about the car anyways. That's kind of what I said I wanted to do. Although, unfortunately, we ain't got the time. Next time, though. Next stream. Tomorrow's stream. Hopefully be longer. If it wouldn't have taken me so fucking long to record the Skyrim session, we'd have a 3-hour stream right now. But that crap took 5 hours. I'm gonna leave this one up though, so if y'all ever want to come back to this video and get some tips and tricks on everything that I was saying earlier, you know, you can always rewatch it. I typically don't like to have short streams. I like to have them like 2-3 hours. That's the most realistic feeling for a stream, but I was hoping I'd have more time. But I figured because it took me so dang long to do the dang Skyrim session, I probably wouldn't have as much time as I wanted. I was supposed to start the Skyrim stream, this stream at 3. But by the time it was 3, I was still stuck on the second dang character. I'm like, I don't think we're going to have to be able to... I don't think we're going to get a long stream today. I was still on the second dang character. That's how long it took. Still on the second. I wasn't even at the last character. I was still on the second dang character. Then for those who, for those who do a lot of Skyrim modding, you already know it takes upwards to 8 minutes to transfer a body type onto CBE. At that point, I figured, okay, I might not be able to do a nice long stream like I wanted, but I'm gonna keep this stream up though. For anybody who want to go back and see it, they can go back and see it. I guess I'll call this stream like how to do pinup photography. I guess that's exactly what we did here. Now I'm just trying to figure out what's a good pose. She on top of the whip. You have to make sure, because you can't really make her bend to the car like a real human would. Kind of have to figure out what just works. naturally with her body and the car. Oops. Too much angle in it. Tilt her forward. We tilt her that way so her... Oh no, see, because now we can't because her hand. Let me see. Let me go back. That'll work. That could work too, but I'm trying to keep her with the, you know, 1960s, 50s, 60s pinup look. Well, 60s in this case because the car is 66, which really is just 1950s pinup. That's the pinup style has stayed 50s forever. Into the 60s, same old thing. It's just different cars. A lot of times people would still use 1950s vehicles. Or over into more of the middle of the hood. Alright, and now let's move the lights. Turn off or fix the depth of field to focus on both her and the car. There we go about higher up, because the doors is all closed up now, so it looks nice and clean. I'm also quite hungry. I'm gonna make me something to eat too before I get gone. You sitting in these dang hot as fuck rooms recording this dang long and then streaming too. Man, you get hungry fast. I still gotta do some push-ups too. I'm gonna be starving by the time it's time to go to sleep. I wanna make sure that you can see the Ford on the front. I also still want you to see a majority of the car as well. The angle is a little too extreme for where we're sitting, so I'm gonna go about this direction. Instead, right about there. Now let's move them lights. That, my folks, is a full 10. Normally I would say that's a full 30. Fortunately, I do not have the time because of the dang Skyrim video. At least it came out good though. Not like it took long and the video came out whack. That video came out great. Got some new characters. They all look great. Then that crazy Korean city that somebody made. Never in a million years did I think I would see a Korean city on Skyrim of all games. That's something you would expect in like Fallout or something, or Cyberpunk. Not Skyrim though. Never expected something like that in Skyrim. That crap came out nice though. And boom. All 10 came out heat. Oops. Hit the wrong button on X. With that being said, my good peoples, I really do genuinely wish that this could have been a bit longer, but I am out of time. There you go. If you do want this mod, though, go ahead over to Nexus. I got a ton of car mods. Well, I don't make them. Let me say that correctly. I don't make these. Other people do. But if you want this one specifically, it's the 1966 Ford Mustang. And the dude that makes these, he has a ton of amazing cars. I mean, I could show you a couple that she got. Ford GT, which we was rolling around in just now. Let's see, where's that at? This thing looks amazing. I don't think this is the same guy, but either way, there's a ton of old school mods. So if you're doing car photos on Forza and you want something higher quality, man, make your way over here to Cyberpunk, baby. Make your way to Cyberpunk. Stop playing around. You ain't never did no car photos until you pull up to Cyberpunk. Okay, unless you're doing them in real life, then that's the only way you beat in Cyberpunk is real life. Okay, little Mercedes joint. Come on, man. And look how fucking clean it is. Look how real it look, man. Come on, dude. You ain't doing car photos unless you're doing car photos on Cyberpunk or real life, baby. Or unless you're modeling them yourself on Blender or something. Unreal Engine and crap. Look, my good peoples, I gotta go ahead and get up on out of here. Make sure you subscribe if you are not. I do all kinds of photography sessions because I see we got a little bit more people in here than normal. Mainly Cyberpunk. I do mostly Cyberpunk. A little bit of Skyrim. Other games every now and then, but mostly Cyberpunk. Until I get my batteries for my camera, then I'm gonna start doing some more real life stuff. If you are subscribed, hey, that's good. Hit that like button, share with your peoples, join the Legendary Clan, okay? Check out the gaming channel if you want. I play all kinds of stuff over there, and you get to see the behind the scenes of the photo sessions. Check out the music channel. That's usually the background music you hear in my videos. I make a lot of music. Instagram, that's where I post most of this stuff. DeviantArt for the stuff that's a little too much for Instagram, but never too much. Don't go over there expecting madness. With that being said, my good peoples, I gotta go. So I will be streaming tomorrow. I'm gonna be streaming Cyberpunk, Black Desert, and GTA. Hopefully, I'm doing a Cyberpunk session, so it shouldn't take long. It shouldn't. You never know. I don't know. The Skyrim one today was just 5, almost 6 hours. God dog it. So, but hey, I'm out of here, folks. If it's late, good night. If it's early, good morning. If it's not late or nighttime, happy day. Happy rest of your day.